Welcome everyone to another product feedback video. In this video in particular I'll be reviewing the Sennheiser RS170s, and I will also be covering a few other things in regards to wireless headphones. And if you want any sort of wireless headphones in particular, you'd really be interested in watching this video in its entirety, because not only will I talk about these, but I'll talk about why I chose these and what other ones offer, but they don't really offer it in terms of being a everyday headset. So let's get straight into it. Now, the RS170s are a wireless headphone. They retail for $5.99, and of course it's quite a considerably expensive headphone, and you would assume that it would provide you with some extremely good audio and extremely good wireless compatibility or offering. But first off, I'd like to make a statement. The people who do reviews on YouTube, I'm a bit disappointed with. In particular, a few, when I was looking at buying this set of headphones, I looked their reviews up on YouTube obviously, and a few of them go like, oh yeah, the sound quality sounds okay. But what the heck does this quality sounds okay? That's not a review. People need to be explained exactly what they are buying in an easy to understand and replicate manner, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's just my little bit I have to say. Now, when I was going to buy a set of headphones, money wasn't that much of a factor. I wanted something good. I'll hold on to it for a few years. I looked at some of the other ones, like the Creative World of Warcraft headset. I'm not a World of Warcraft player, but I just looked at it because it was wireless, and they offered another wireless headphones, but the battery life on them was only 3 hours or 4 hours or something like that, which is nothing. Like, forget it, don't even bother. It's not worth getting something like that for that amount of battery life. And even if it did offer you 4, 5 or 6, like, there's still not enough. Like, for a day's use, it's not enough. So I looked up a few other companies, and no one really seemed to do very well in battery life. And then I looked up Sennheiser. They got a lot of headphones, and they got a few different ones, but in particular I was drawn to this one. Being not their top of the range, but just before top of the range, the RS180, which Billster57 on YouTube bought. He's got a review up. I'll link you to that if you want. But the difference being was that I think the audio varies depending on what you're listening to, but I think it's designed for old people, not for like general listeners. Anyway, this particular unit, in terms of battery life, I got about 20 hours worth, and I usually leave them recharging overnight, so I'm assuming it takes about 18 hours to fully recharge, but I've got about 20 hours battery life, which is fantastic. There's nothing that I've seen last that long, so that's a great advantage with the set of headphones. The settings on there, it's quite simple. You just press the power button on the front over here and it turns itself on. I don't have it hooked up at the moment just because I'm demonstrating it here. You got a surround button. Now this surround button basically enhances the sound and makes it sound like 5.1. It depends what you're listening to. It doesn't do a too bad job, but I don't usually use it. And then you got the bass setting, which is improves your bass. Now here we go. These are the problems, and this is what no one ever explained on YouTube. When you're listening to the sound on the RS170s, so for example you're on Windows and you click go back or a go forward button, and it makes a little like click noise. You don't get that full click noise, you get a partial click noise, but I think it's just because of the delay between the wireless signal hitting the headphones, so that's one disadvantage. The second disadvantage is if you're watching a movie and there's a quiet scene, the audio just cuts out, and you get that like movie sound, and then like no sound, and then movie sound again, and it's annoying. You can definitely notice it, and it's that like when they start talking again, you just partially miss out on what they're saying, and that's the extremely annoying thing. It's a limitation with the wireless, but this is the most expensive you can get. You'd think that would be the best you can get, so I mean, I don't think there's anything else on the market that's better, so if there is, please leave a comment and let me know. Now the other thing is when you're playing say games, alright, we'll say StarCraft 2, you're listening to the audio and you can hear this background noise. It's like a, regardless of games, I'm just using that as an example, but it's like a very low like sound, like a static sound in the background. I've tried on other things, so computer, TV, whatnot, and it's all the same. It's just like a very faint noise. Now, if you turn the bass setting on and you're not listening to like bassy music, that's enhanced more, so you get the more of a noise than you would without the bass. So the bass setting on here to improve it will make the music sound better, but then you get this little bit of an increased background noise, so it just kind of counteracts the problem, and you really have to turn it on and off all the time depending on what you're doing. So in all honesty, I don't think these are worth $5.99, and I didn't pay $5.99 if that's what you're asking, but these headphones are definitely not worth that. But then again, I haven't really seen a set of headphones that will do it better, so I'm kind of in that situation where like I really like the wireless advantage, and I'm happy to live with some of the problems that they offer. But if Sennheiser ever listens to this review, trust me, you need to fix these issues, because people paying a premium for these headphones will not appreciate it at all. So we'll get into the actual headphones and have a look. So it sits on this cradle here, which recharges the unit. They're a closed ear cup style, meaning that they cover your entire ear. This is very specific to what people prefer. I don't like it that much. I find that after maybe a few hours I have to take it off and my ears hurt. Obviously I wear glasses, so that does impact a bit because pressure's on the glasses, but I don't see that to be a very... It's a picky thing. It's up to you if you like it or not. Look up on the internet if you like closed or open ear style. It's up to you. In terms of build quality, pretty cheap. They don't feel solid. I wouldn't want to drop them. And a few times I've twisted a little bit and things have popped out, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to pop out normally, so you can replace them. But I don't find them to be a very solid build. On the bottom here you got the buttons. So I'll get it into focus. On the bottom you got the buttons. Just put it into focus for you. The volume, power, down volume, surround and bass, so just so you don't have to access the main unit all the time. And basically the ear cups just come off like that, and you've got a battery in there. I'm assuming they're replaceable, so that's good. You can always put another set of rechargeable batteries in there. So that's not a big issue. I was pretty happy when I saw that, because you don't have, after a while, if the batteries run out, you don't have to like buy a whole new set of headphones or whatever. They're not too bad looking, actually. I don't mind the way they look, and as you can see when you turn them on, that light flickers a bit when it's trying to connect up. In terms of like music and sound reproduction, taking aside the issues in terms of the background noise and the other bits and pieces, the sound quality is pretty good. I mean, I've used $400-500 headphones in the past, and none of them really tend to go, oh wow, that sounds extreme. I'm hopefully trying to get a hold of the Studio Beats by Dre. Like, they're really expensive headphones, and I'll do a comparison between this and them and see if it's really worth the difference. A few of the Turtle Beach headphones I've tried, and yeah, none of them really, like, they're okay, but they're not as nice as some headphones. But it always comes down to what you're listening to. So if you're listening to like music, of course you want something with more bassy tones. Sennheiser do an all good round job in terms of sound reproduction. And I'm being very honest in this review, because that's how people should do their reviews. I'm not going to go, oh, they're okay, this sound's not too bad. It's not okay. There's things that need to be fixed. Would I buy them? I would buy them based on only the fact, and as I did, because there is nothing else on the market which you can get which will satisfy the same criteria with having a long battery life, good reception. I didn't mention reception. Basically, you can walk like 20 meters away through a house and you'll still get signals, so that's not a problem. But in terms of the actual way the wireless works and you receive your signal, I think there's some improvement there, because definitely that annoying cut in and out, which is even noticeable on the RS180. Like I said, Bill Starr did have one, I spoke to him as well, and he said yes, it does happen on his. So yeah, I mean that's been kind of my review of the Sennheiser RS170s. I'm pretty sure I've covered most things. If I haven't, please leave a comment in the description. And I'm not being negative towards the headphones, I'm just stating the facts. I've got no prejudice against Sennheiser. I think they make good units. But basically that main charger unit just connects into the wall, and you get a 3.5mm and connects into whatever you like. And there's an unboxing that I did of these before, so I'll put that link in the description, or a little box in the video now. If you like this video and you want some more honest, legitimate reviews, please subscribe in the top bottom corner or top right corner, up top somewhere. Just hit that because that supports me, and I appreciate all my subscribers. I recently hit 4,000 just recently, which is a huge milestone for me. I'm pretty impressed, and I think I've hit 750,000 views or something like that, which is insane considering there's a lot of views. And I really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me. And thank you, and look forward to doing another video for you. To be updated on the latest product feedback videos, make sure that you have subscribed.